Spectacular ocean views not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames, taking on a team from the AAC, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Liberty's offense will get the first crack at it here. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, Dave.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Looking for a man, it's Salter. They've got the screen set up. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell, pass down the field, pass down the field. Offensive line releases. Quarterback now snaps his eyes to the running back. The running back does the rest with the big boys out in front, creating a pass.
To the ground with the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
The Flames are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
All right, good news. The game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Here comes the offense on first down. They'll give it to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the return, it's Green. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the option. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Line is set on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Salter. He's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. And the Flames with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. A strike downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
The Flames will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty. Then they strike first.
Liberty. Number 11. Hall's name in the end zone.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
At the 27. Brings up 2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Fancher. The sweet feet buy a little time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Offense gets set for second down. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's just so hard defensively to take your eye off this guy, especially on 3rd down. You've got to know that at any given moment, he can take off on you. They've got to do a better job on the back end, keeping their focus on him. He's the one with the football, and they've got to be able to react or else they're going to get gashed like they did right there.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. With the catch, it's Hayes. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Now on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Got it in the middle, it's Henry. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift, has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those 1st downs.
To the air, it's Fancher. Pocket starts to collapse. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And that is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
On to attempt to try.
Kicker followed for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
2nd down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Flames will punt this one away. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Wide receiver shows motion. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Running back with the carry. Picks up 4. Brings up 2nd down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's got it again. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Dropping back, it's Fancher. Quickly complete. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd down.
Trying play action. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The Owls trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Back to the air one more time. Looking to scramble. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
It's a big-time moment for the defense. They're creating a negative play, getting a sack with the opponent right down on the goal line. Now that they've backed him up a little bit, a touchdown doesn't seem like it's just a gimme anymore.
Third and goal from way back there. Back to throw, it's Fancher. Flushed out of the pocket. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
And as they come to the line of scrimmage, they're passing on the field goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Hey, let the big shoulder pads, full face mask guy get a little love back there.
No doubt. That guy blocks his tail off all the way down the field most of the time. Never gets any reward. Throw that dog a bone. I love it.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Henderson. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Back to throw, it's Salter. Gets it out fast. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Moves around to clear up the vision. Across the 25, he's got room. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Mobley. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Mobley. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
We'll give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
They keep attacking through the air. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Couldn't get anything done on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Looking to throw, it's Salter. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
The Flames have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterbacks. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Headed to the end zone. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the 1st down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Flames.
Touchdown, Liberty.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
PAT unit on the field.
On for the extra point.
Splits the uprights.
Kick is good.
Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
To kick this low.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. It's Fancher. He's got it down the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to move it through the air. He lets one fly deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
He'll try to tack on one more.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kick it up.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Howard Schnellenberger Field.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Fancher. They're setting up the screen. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. Pulls it in. It's Lucas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's got his man, and he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Flames will snap it on 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Mobley. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
The Flames have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw it again. Grabbed behind the line, it's Mobley.
The pass on 1st down, complete via the screen. Picks up 7. 2nd down coming up.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. The option look. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. Perfectly thrown ball, nice catch, good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
And the Flames will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
To throw, it's Salter. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Liberty! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. On the move. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Brings up 2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Coming after it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. The give on the inside. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Pickup of 5. 2nd down coming up.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're bringing heat. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he gave him the dead leg. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick completion to the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Going to the running game. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
Brings up second down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Goes to the option. Quarterback on the keeper. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Flames.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. All tied up, just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one forward.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Fancher. Fires to the big fella, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Out of the shotgun on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was, understanding nobody's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself, and finally, not only am I going to get this first down, I'm going to take care of myself too. I'm going to slide. I practiced this all week. Little baseball slide action. We got a fresh set of downs.
At the 40, there he goes. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Tackle is made at the 24-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. After the run, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Don't you just love the big boys? When the big boys up front do their job and create a great pocket, and the quarterback has time now to survey the field and take shots down the field and make huge plays.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth-quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the touchdown out! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
For the extra point.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Just about set to kick it away.
Number 16, set to kick it away.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Receiver tackled on the play at the 26-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. To the air, it's Salter. And they got him for the sack.
Give the defense tons of credit. They were not fooled. Everybody thought that was going to be a run play, but the defense did. They pinned their ears back. They got upfield, and they got to the quarterback.
And the Flames will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed, and the returner is stopped. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers there.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
At the 30-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They'll run it from the gun.
Gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Lofts one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
A little screen to the running back. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back.